Hello, hello, welcome back or welcome to Mystical Wolf Creations, or should I say Wolf Hollow Creations, because back in November of 2025, which is a few months ago from now, I ended up rebranding. I'll get more onto that in a bit. First, I want to explain what you're seeing here with this background and the talking model. This is all from my art channel that I've had running even long before the crochet business. I'm using it here to make things a little easier because I was having difficulties recording videos for this channel because shortly after I started, my tripod broke. But thankfully, I did end up getting a new tripod here recently. It's just, I want more stability with where I put my tripod instead of dangling it off my mic rod. So I will figure something out with that. Yeah, you'll be seeing the model here and there, not too much. Like, it's not going to be in every single video. It's just to make things easier for now until I figure something out. Because I do still want to make videos of me working on things and maybe some more vlogging, because that was fun. Now, about the rebrand. I had been thinking about it for a long time. Almost as long as I started the business. Because even though Mystical Wolf Creations was, you know, pretty okay as a name and branding and everything, it didn't really click with me as much. So that's part of why I was thinking about rebranding. And I'm glad that I did, because now that I've changed to Mystical Wolf Creations, it's connecting to me more so, like a lot more than before. And it's also helping because apparently my social medias and my shop actually shows up in search engines now. It didn't before for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because the words weren't unique enough. You know, like the search terms, keywords, that type of stuff. SEO. I don't know. But yeah, so the rebrand is both beneficial to me on that end and also beneficial to me in personal interest and taste and connectivity. I ended up drawing my banner, my logo again, like before, except, well, not like before, because before I didn't draw a banner, I just took a photo. Anyways, yeah, I ended up drawing a new logo and a new banner, my new banner, check it out. I spent a while trying to figure out how I wanted it to look, and I came up with this beast thing back here with the skull face and the animal parts with the plant parts, just to encapsulate the idea behind Wolf Hollow Creations, because it is a sweet and spooky with nature themes type deal. So I, you know, bundled it all up into this creature here. Now, to move on to the main reason of this video, the 2025 wrap-up. The 2025 wrap-up is going to be just like my 2024 wrap-up, where I go through the growth of my business over the year and just, you know, chit-chat about that a little bit. So with the first wrap-up, I started off with YouTube, so let's start off with YouTube. Let me pull it up, and then just let me scooch over here. Alright, so here's my channel. As you can see, I didn't upload many videos last year, and that is due to the tripod breaking and me not really knowing how to go from there. So hopefully I will get to upload more videos this year, since I do now have a new tripod that I got just recently. And I also got a new camera recently. I still need to get an SD card for that though. So as you can see, there's only been a couple more video uploads since last year's wrap up. And yeah, same thing with the subscribers. I've only gotten 2 subscribers. I'm not shocked by that because, again, I'm not really uploading videos throughout the year. So I can't really blame that on anybody but myself for not making videos. Like, I can make excuses why I didn't make videos, but yeah, that's on me. Next is Tumblr. Now on Tumblr, the last wrap-up video, I mentioned how this is where I'm getting the most interaction. However, over 2025, it actually is now the second most interaction. I got another place that's getting me more, but it's still pretty good. The tags searched and still working, the shares, the likes, those things all still doing great on Tumblr. Last wrap-up video, I had 6 followers on Tumblr. I now have 18, as you can see right there. So it has, you know, a little more than doubled. That's not too bad, given how this year's been. I still like the way it is over there. People tend to be really nice, calm, you know, chill from my experience. Somebody even complimented my new logo on Tumblr, and that made me feel nice. Next one, I think, yeah, next one was Instagram. Now, to no surprise, there has not been much change since last year with Instagram, because even in the last wrap-up video, I mentioned how there's not really much interaction on Instagram, and it's hard to find anything over there, and that has persisted. Genuinely, it has persisted. But I did get some more followers. Last wrap-up video, I had 11 on Instagram. I now have 18. So, there's that. It's a little bit of growth. It's something. But I still stand by what I said last year. There's not really much going on with Instagram, for me at least. It's hard to find anything. It's hard to search through tags, especially since they got rid of latest tag search. It's now just a mess. So, I mainly still use Instagram just to follow other creators and check up on what they're doing. Then the next one is Facebook. Now, don't let the numbers fool you, because on Facebook, it has grown the most, but it has still so little interaction. It has barely above the least. It's like the second last in interaction. Now, it has the most growth because when I did my last year's wrap up, I had 65 followers for my Wolf Hollow Creations, at the time Mystical Wolf Creations Facebook page. I'm now up at 222. So, like I said, it is the biggest growth, but there's like no interactions here. I don't know if it's because of how the community is on Facebook, or if it's just the way it's working. I don't know. It could be bots. It could be people. I genuinely don't know. But sometimes I'll get a like on a post here or there. Sometimes I'll get like those little emoji reacts. It's just, there's not much going on for me here. But I still post anyways, just to see if there's reach or whatever. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, I've tried several different things to branch out and find people that be interested in my work. But I genuinely can't see a difference between posts that have tags and posts that don't have tags on Facebook, because in the analytics, they're pretty much the same either way. So I don't even know if tags work on Facebook or not. It's just from my experience on my analytics, I see no difference. Then, something that wasn't there last year, I joined Blue Sky. Now with Blue Sky, that is actually the most interaction. That's who beat Tumblr. Now on Blue Sky, the community here is, in my opinion, wonderful. They have been kind, they have been supportive for all kinds of different creatives here. I've even gotten some advice from people on Blue Sky. It's genuinely been awesome for me. I'm not even sugarcoating. I'm not sweetening this up. I'm not doing any of that. I mean it genuinely. On Blue Sky has been the best for me. Currently sitting at 51 followers, which, you know, it's not anywhere near the Facebook, but I think the interactions more than make up for that. And it's easier to talk to people on Blue Sky as well, like other creators or other people interested in the craft, or just think what you're making is cool. Getting compliments, giving compliments. I just love the environment that I have curated over here and that has just grown there. It's great. I love it. It's actually my, I guess you could say it's my primary for my business other than Tumblr, because those are the two places that I enjoy posting to the most and interacting with people the most. And it's been great, genuinely. Also with my shop, my online shop, I am currently still fidgeting around with that and rebranding, because even though I did the initial rebrand 2 months ago, I still need to redo the photos for my products and rework the listings, because I want to make that easier to navigate. But let's go check that out. Here we are. This is my new shop page. It has changed quite a bit from before, but more or less it navigates the same. It's just, you know, the look of it has changed. So this is the logo I drew for Wolf Hollow Creations, and as you can see, the design of it did go into the inspiration of the monster that's on the banner. Then, you know, as usual, you got the featured adult sizes, featured accessories, the featured baby doll sizes. These are the things that I make for dolls because my mom does a lot of doll stuff, and I felt like making things for them, and it kind of inspired me to keep going. And then got this little area, shop all, view all products. You can do it by scrolling down here or going up here to the shop now button. Also have the customs page. This will take you to the custom form on Google Forms. I still need to tinker to figure out how to add customs to the website, but once I do that, this customs page will probably go because there won't be a point to keeping it. Then you got the About section, the Contact Us, and then the Shop Now. And I got the shop broken down into, you know, the same categories, adult sizes. These are the ones that are going to fit like older teenagers and adults. And it's mostly clothing type stuff, bandanas, you know, that sort of thing, beanies, shawls. And then baby doll sizes, that's, you know, baby doll size things, the itty bitty ones. So the accessories is going to be like the bags, the bookmarks, the book sleeves, like right here, that type of stuff. The digital items is where I'll be putting the printable bundles and patterns that I come out with, because I do plan to release a few patterns. I'm already working on one right now, so that'll be here when I'm done with it. But yeah, there's my website as well. Now back to what I was doing before. In the 2024 wrap-up, I also included, you know, a summary of sales, and I'll do that again too. Let me pull that up. Now this is my summary of sales from 2025. It's clearly a lot better than my first year, which is great. The first 4 here that you see, that's not from my crochet business, that's from my art stuff, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So these first 4 sales were, yeah, from that. They're adoptables, which is basically character designs that people can buy from me. Now the rest is all my crochet stuff. As you can see, I kept track of the same things as before, what the item was, what colors it was, you know, some information, sizing or style, what it was made of. Now the 6 here and the 4 here, that is like 60% acrylic, 40% polyester. That's what that is. And then the next row is just how many of those items I sold. And then the last one is what month they sold in. So as you can see, let me scooch over here. Now, as you can see, most of my sales were later in the year, November and December, and that's after I rebranded. So that's what I meant earlier about rebranding really helped me out. So it wasn't just wanted, it was also kind of needed, because literally you can see it picked up in November, and that was right after I rebranded. And then in December, you know, following up on that, around Christmas time, gifts, things like that people are getting. So as you can see, 2025 was a lot better for me than 2024 on my business, which also makes sense because in 2024, I wasn't even, you know, running for a full year. So 2025 was the first full year with my crochet business. And it feels good to see all this stuff. See the growth, see how it's gone. I also need to still print out the new cards with the updated information for the rebrand. And I'd love to get tags for my stuff because currently I don't have any because I'm broke. But with things going better here, yeah, I want to get tags that has the little name on it so people know, yeah, you got this from Wolf Hollow Creations. I do have an idea already on where I want to get them from. It's like this little fake leather tag that you screw on. I think those are really cool, so I want to try for those. I guess you can make that part of my New Year resolution for my business, is getting tags. If I had any other resolutions, I'd probably list off taking those pictures so I can update stuff. Looking at you. Gotta keep putting it off. But yeah, and also probably rearranging the yarn to make it neater because it's just piled up on the shelf right now because again I keep putting it off. Yeah, I'm orderly, I am responsible, and I know what I'm doing. Other than that, oh, I know, I should learn how to, you know, post better. Yeah, I'm not the best at that either. So basically, in 2026, I want to do tags. I want to redo those pictures. I want to rearrange the yarn shelf to make it, you know, nicer, neater, and then post better. Maybe find out, you know, when's a better time to post, when people can actually see it, those types of things. Now, 2025 was a rough year, which kind of led to not much productivity, not much posting, but I still did some stuff, you know what I mean? It was rough, but I got through it, so I'm hoping 2026 is nicer to me too, in more than just one way, because, yeah, this year, well, not this year, because it's a new year, because, yeah, 2025 was tiresome. Ugh. But, on a lighter note, currently, I am working on several different projects as well, and once those are done, you know you'll get to see it if you follow me on my other socials, or, you know, maybe I'll make a video about it and you see that first. I don't know. So yeah, there's my 2025 wrap-up. Thanks for hanging out with me this long, and I hope you get to, you know, see more of my growth, stick with me, and watch the business grow. And I do promise to make more videos. I promise. Whether it be vlogging or me just working on stuff, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get to it. I just need to figure out how I want to set up the tripod without it shaking all over the place. Once I get that done, yeah, you'll see me again. Like, actual me. Flesh me, not digital me. Anyways, yeah, thank you for sticking around this long, and I hope you stick around a little longer. Bye.